What's going on YouTube? J Juggernaut 1 here. I'm going to make this quick video as I am about to go to bed. First I want to say I decided to take a break from the weekly episodes. Everything's going to be back to normal next week. Excuse me for a moment. But yeah, first thing I want to do is in this video give a brief summary of Turbo Pack 6. Definitely liking this pack. Ultimate Rare Dark Armed is pretty cool. Could have been better Ultimates, but it's nice. Ultra Sankin is very baffling. I honestly think it's just a bad Ultra, but Supers are really nice. Fishborg's a nice Super. Quick Draw's a nice Super. Chain Disappearance, nice Super. Even as Dragon, I don't think that's a bad Super. Dragons could easily go up in popularity in the future, so I think it's nice. I just think, good cards to pick up in that. Definitely don't think it's a bad pack, so yeah. Damn, sorry about that. I'm just very thirsty right now. But no, this is actually my tradition. I guess I don't know what I call it, but just my tradition with these packs. Since the sneak is tomorrow, I want to give you my info, my opinions on the top 10 cards that you should pick up from this set. Now keep in mind, these are not the top 10 best cards. These are the 10 cards that I think you should be most concerned about trying to pick up at your local's sneak. I'm just going to move my camera a little as I try to do this. Basically, what I find is I kind of go based on rarity and how good I think the card is actually going to be. And this is going to be no particular order, so I'm going to just go through this as I just as I go. So number one, the first card I want to cover. Excuse me, like I'm trying to look for this while I'm here. Oh, right. The first card I wanted to cover is Ga Magician. This is a card that's very interesting because it can change its level, and it's great for Exceeds. It's just the fact that it just makes helps any deck that's focused on Exceed summoning more consistent. But the only catch is it can't be used for synchro summoning, but that's all right given its effect, and Exceed summoning is still going to be a solid and type of summoning right now. Not really much to say about this card. I just think it's good. Plain and simple, really. Next card, number 2, Blue-Blooded Oni. This is a very interesting zombie card, just because of the fact that it's pretty ridiculous in a sense. It has an effect that lets you detach an XC's material monster you control to revive a zombie monster. Basically, this card is just very good when you have Exceeds out. It's just really strong in that sense because it just has a very solid effect. Special summoning monsters from your grave, that could be very helpful. I mean, I like it. It's definitely a good card. Next card. The next card is going to be the number 17 Leviathan Dragon, but I'm only going to say the Ghost Rare for this. This card's going to come out in the 10, but the Ghost Rare is still going to be worth something, so I still think you should pick it up. Pretty straightforward. It can boost its attack by 500 by moving a material. Rank 3. The only catch is when it has no materials, it can't attack directly. So it's, I don't know, it's decent, but it could be better. Next card, number 4, is going to be number 34, Terabyte. It's just number 34, Terabyte. This card is it's the first Xyz monster that requires 3 material monsters because it requires 3. I think it's 3 level 3 or 3 level 3. It has a pretty cool effect where you could remove one of its materials to take control of your opponent's level 4 or lower monster until the end of the turn. This is a pretty cool effect because it's basically like mind control once per turn, but at the same time, kind of an iffy effect because of the fact that it's hard to get out, and how much you can actually abuse the effect is sort of questionable, but still very good nonetheless. Number 5, Tyros, Keeper of Genesis. This card is... I'm not sure how good this card's actually going to be, but I like it, regardless. It's a Xyz monster that could potentially wreck your opponent's face. Can't be destroyed by card effects while it has materials. And after battles, you can destroy any card on the field with its effect. That's pretty amazing. Especially how it's like that your opponent could have that one card that's really harming you. I really like that it has that type of effect. Very strong effect in that sense. The attack's not bad either. You do have to remove Xyz monster materials each turn, but at the same time, it can still be a destructive force every turn. So I like that aspect of it. Number 6, Leviathan the Sea Dragon. This card is so broken. Like, oh man, I just pick this up. Seriously, this card is unbelievable. You can remove one of its Xyz materials. It's rank 3 to take back special summon a level 4 lower banished monster. Wow. Broken much? There's just so much potential with this card. I don't know. Some people argue to be touched by the ban list. We will see, but it's very good nonetheless. I'm gonna definitely try and pick this up if I can. It's just got a really cool effect. Next card. You know what? I hate Gravekeepers, but Wonder Wand. That's gonna be number 7. Wonder Wand is just stupid, incredibly stupid. It's a card that lets you equip it to a spellcaster. They gain 500 attack. You could send it to the grave with the equipped monster. Draw 2. Kill me. Gravekeepers just got an extra boost. Attach it to a recruiter, send it to the grave, draw 2, get a surge. That's not broken at all. I think I just hate the fact that it's a +1. That's what seems to bother me the most about this card. Oh well, though. Well, only 3 cards left, unfortunately, and sadly I did not leave much room for the other cards in here. So, since I'm completely unprepared yet, I want to finish this deck quickly. I'm just gonna bump it up to probably about 12. So you know what? I'll get it up. So number 8, Pain Painter. This is a card that potentially could give zombies the boost they need to be competitive again without making them utterly broken and bringing Mizuki back to 2. It can only be synchro summoned for a zombie synchro. However, what does make it really cool is the fact that it makes it much easier to spam synchro monsters with zombies, knowing that you don't have to rely solely on Plague Spreader Zombie to make it happen. Having another zombie tuner is still good, regardless of its limitations. But will it make zombies really good? I don't know. It's iffy. Still, it's a secret rare, worth picking up. Next card, Orient Dragon, which will be number 9. Orient Dragon is pretty crazy as well. Another good secret. It's another level 6 that can be dragon, so you can make it with Debris Dragon and Raikou. It can exile a synchro monster when it hits the field. It's good, but it only has 2300 attack, and it may not be so good if synchros start to lose some playability in the coming months, but we shall see what happens with that. Number 10, excuse me. Adreus, Keeper of Armageddon. Sort of like Tyros, as I mentioned before. This thing, except can instantly destroy a face, I believe it's face up, just let me check. Yeah, face up card. You can destroy any face up card your opponent controls, just at the cost of it exceeds. Like Tyros, it's a rank 5. These things are hard to get out, but they have pretty good effects, so it kind of makes up for it. But it's also a secret rare, so again, worth picking up in that sense. Moving on to number 11, Elemental Hero Nova Master. This is probably the number 1 card I'm going to be looking to pick up from the set, aside from the major card of the set. I say this because I'm going to need this card for the Elemental Hero deck I'm planning to make, even though it's not one of the more popular cards. I expect Elemental Hero Nova Master to be about 10 to 15, maybe going closer to 20, But at the same time, I think people need to realize this card is not, in any sense of the words, amazing. It's good. It's a card that just is very fitting for the Elemental Hero archetype, and it very much helps the deck. However, for people to say that this card is so amazing that it's utterly ridiculous, like Absolute Zero or Shining, complete lie. The card's good, but I don't see it getting seeing as much play as people would like to. Like, you just need one. That's pretty much it. Number 12, well, yeah, pretty much, is A Hero Lives. Now, the only reason I'm even have this card on the list, quite frankly, is because of how much hype it's getting. If it wasn't getting so much hype, I probably would not have put it on this list. But because there are a lot of people I know who are thinking about playing this card or feel like it's going to be very good, I feel like to talk about it. There are a lot of hero cards, but the problem is none of them are that, like, amazing or that great as far as I know. There's a bunch of them that can be used, like, in hero decks that use polymerization, I believe, or fusion gate, but I don't know how good they're really good, how much play they're actually gonna see. I mean, you have the masked heroes, you have a few vision heroes in this, but A Hero Lives is a card I know is going to see play because GB players are going to use it. The idea behind it is you pay half your life points and get Prisma, and you can go first turn Geyserus immediately. It makes the deck more consistent. However, my friend Mike O'Hannon was saying he might run 3 of this card. Personally, that worries me in a way. While it does make first turn Geysers more consistent, it does mean you can't really run Warning in the deck, which is rather a downer. I mean, while it's a good card, I'm not sure if it warrants, I'm not sure if that makes up for the fact you have to, pay half your life points as a result. It just seems kind of iffy. Geysers to me isn't always so game breaking, especially if they have a response to it. But take from it what you will. It's still a good card, but I don't know. I feel like it's overhyped, to be honest. We'll see though if it really does make a big impact on Gladiator Beast decks. Last but not least, the last card of the set that I'm going to talk about. I may or may not post all the cards I talked about in the bottom, but yeah, here we go. Steel Swarm Roach. Where do I begin with this card? Yeah, this card is pretty ridiculous. It has some balanced areas, some balanced aspects to it, like the fact that it has 0 defense and only 1900 attack, but a rank 4 Exceed monster that can negate summons like Thunder King twice. Yeah, you pretty much know where I'm going with this. This card is amazing. It's the highlight of the entire set, especially given the fact it's a secret rare. There are a lot of pretty good secret rares. Most of the secret rares in this set are actually pretty good, to my surprise. There are a few that I'm like I don't know. Every secret rare I've looked at so far is at least has some good aspects to it. This card is unbelievable. It's going to be $70, $80 easy. It's that good. It's a staple Exceeds monster that just is going to see play everywhere. But acquiring this card, going to be a pain in the ass. Good luck with that to all of you, especially to myself, because I know I'm going to want this for if I run any hero deck, because it's focused on fusions, but it's pretty easy to get this out in a hero deck. But again, we shall see. But it's pretty much the highlight of the entire set. You just have to remember that you cannot, you can only use its effects in manners just like you would with Thunder King. So it can only engage inherent special summons, and summons of that, like synchro summoning. You can, oddly enough, you cannot negate Exceed summoning. So at least unless that's like they're changing that ruling. But in the OCG you can't. So I'm assuming you can't do that in the TCG as well. I could go on and on about this, but basically, if you're going to the sneak peek this weekend, pick up a Steel Swarm Roach without trying to invest too much money into it, because like it could be the next Pot of Duality. It could be the next card like that starts off at a really high price and just shoots up from there. But I don't know. I'm worried about that, but even so, I'm still not going to try that hard to get it because it's expensive. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry if I could have been a bit more helpful. I kind of have to go to bed. I got my sneak tomorrow. Really looking forward to it, though. Hope you guys found this informative. I'll try to post this up immediately. And yeah, this is Jerry Juggernaut signing out. Peace.